Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. It's Sunday, August 23rd, 2026. This is a special update for the All Hazards Consortium, the sensitive information sharing environment, where we do share information across public and private sectors to keep the economy moving and people informed. We have a very lethargic Moke. And you can see it on the satellite picture here. I've been running the loop here for the last couple of hours, and you can actually see the center of the storm getting exposed from the satellite imagery here. I'm going to take it full screen in just a second, but the bottom line here is that Moke is not a healthy tropical storm. There is a lot of atmospheric bullying going on, and the tropical storm is forecast to even dissipate earlier than forecast in just the last advisory. So this is good news, of course, but the heavy rain and the gusty winds will impact the Big Island today and tomorrow. Now here's a look full screen at the satellite loop, and the first thing I'll do is circle the Big Island. Here's the Big Island right here. Has a lot of high clouds on the other side of the mountains, but the windward side is getting the rain, and you can see all this. Lots of thunderstorm activity down here to the south in these areas. But it looks like that part will kind of miss the Big Island, which is great. But there is other rain. And you know, whenever that windward side gets the wind rises up and creates a lot of rain. You can see it right there in the satellite picture. And so here's the center. Look at that right in here as it exposes itself. There's basically nothing. It is partly sunny skies just to the south of the center of Tropical Storm Moke, and it's going to continue that way. It's really going to be battling some tough atmospheric conditions over the next couple of days, but we do have flood watches in parts of the Hawaiian Islands. Anywhere you see in green here in the Big Island, that is a flood watch. That means conditions are favorable for flooding. We could see rainfall anywhere from 5 to 10 inches and locally 15 inches in some of these locations. Elsewhere, this is a small craft advisory. There's no other flood watches in effect in any of the other islands, so that's great news. And there are strong winds, though, as usual, that funnel right through the islands there. I'll show you that, too, in a combined satellite picture wind velocity map here. But first, I wanted to show the radar. This is the radar image from the site in south of the Big Island here in the southern point. Right about in here is where this radar site is. But you can see this rain, and these are heavy rain showers that are moving through, and that moisture just builds up along the mountains here, and so that's why we have that flood watch. And also flood watch in this area as well. So the radar data is not that great a coverage in Hawaii because of the mountainous terrain and where the radars are located. But you can see, look at this emerging down here, part of the center of the storm. Watch as the loop stops right in there. That is part of the center. But the radar beam is pretty high up by the time it gets out there, so we're not looking at the surface. But these rain showers are dropping rain at a rate of 1 to 3 inches per hour in some locations. So I definitely think that we're going to see some additional flooding in parts of the Big Island. Not as extensive as in Lala, which is great news. Okay, so we're back to seeing the satellite picture full screen because I wanted to put on here and superimpose the wind field. And so I'm going to bring these together in one image so you can see the satellite picture, but also the wind and the wind direction. Again, here is the Big Island right in here. And you can see there's stronger winds just offshore. That is typically the case. You will see stronger wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour in the higher elevations on the Big Island. And that's also on some of the other islands as well, that as you go up in altitude, you do get faster wind, typically in tropical systems. And that's what we're going to see here. But you can see what's going on. You can see the strong winds funneling in here into these open areas between the islands. That's where you get the small craft advisory. It's not advised to take any small craft out today or tomorrow as Moke moves here to the west, northwest. And most of the tropical convection, the thunderstorms and all that stuff is going to remain offshore. But again, I know many of you have put comments in the chat. I appreciate that, that you are out of power in many locations on the Big Island, and they're working very hard. Some of that critical infrastructure was just totally decimated, which is going to require a total rebuild. So over the next couple of hours and into tomorrow, rain will spread westward across the remainder of the Hawaiian Islands through Monday. This rainfall may produce life-threatening flooding, mudslides for the windward and southeast Big Island only, especially in steep terrain over the areas that were affected recently by Lala. So here again is the big picture of the entire island chain with those small craft advisories that are in effect around the islands, and those green areas are the flood watches. So finally here, although the strongest winds associated with Moke are expected to pass south of the Hawaiian Islands, strong gusty winds are likely, particularly in areas within downslope of higher terrain. We could have wind gusts to 55, 60 miles per hour on the downslope, which also dries the air out. And here's the latest information as of 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. This is the 11 o'clock a.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Tropical Storm Moke, heavy rainfall and gusty winds will likely fall over the Big Island of Hawaii today and tomorrow. 40-mile-per-hour winds. That's the maximum wind speed right now. So it's gone down in intensity from yesterday's 50 miles per hour. The pressure is coming up. Moving west at 15 miles per hour. There's the coordinates, 15.2, 156.3 west, about 320 miles southwest of Hilo in Hawaii on the Big Island. And it's really a very lethargic tropical system. So thank goodness for that. You just have to get through the rest of today and tomorrow on the Big Island. And hopefully this moisture will have moved away as Moke starts to dissipate. And it'll be gone, I think, by Wednesday. Take a look at the forecast for the intensity. It's like, what? Where is the intensity? It is way down here at the bottom of the tropical storm scale here. This is it. I'll circle it right here. And so Moke is really expected to disappear, not even be a tropical depression by Wednesday. With 30-mile-per-hour winds. So this is maybe even Tuesday night, Hawaii time. And so we're looking at a 40-mile-per-hour storm, decreasing to 35 for Tuesday, and then on Wednesday really just kind of disappearing. So thank goodness this has gone down in intensity. Thank you all for preparing for this. And those of you on the Big Island, you do have to get through the rest of today and tomorrow with some of the windward side of the island getting some heavy rain. That flood watch is in effect, and it's in effect until Monday afternoon. So please take care and watch out for any rising waters that you deem unsafe. Then stay away from them. And please, if you think you're not in a place of safety, find a friend's place, go there, play some games, try to spend a day or two away from the home if it's expected to flood, and then head back. So I'll just end it with this. The flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible on the Big Island. That is on the windward and southeast parts of the Big Island. What are the impacts? Flood-prone roads, other low-lying areas may be closed due to elevated runoff and overflowing streams. Urban areas may receive more significant flooding and damage property due to rapid runoff as well. So how much can you anticipate? Rainfall totals of 5 to 10 inches, locally up to 15 inches are possible over the windward and southeast slopes of the Big Island. It won't take a significant amount of rain to cause flash flooding due to the saturated ground caused by Lala. So that's it for today. I appreciate your attention. Please be safe. Mahalo for watching. This has been an update for the All Hazards Consortium and the Sensitive Information Sharing Environment. We'll be back likely with an update tomorrow. We have a couple of areas in the Atlantic that we're watching. No immediate threat to land for any tropical activity. and we are watching it, though. There is a higher probability that we will see some development. But again, no immediate impact to the U.S., so we'll cover that in our update tomorrow. Please watch out for yourself and watch out for your neighbors. They really do appreciate it.